Now, easy, big guy. Hold on.
Komg, Komg, Komg!
Hello, my name's Duncan, and welcome to Giant Ape-ril, as you've seen from the titles. I forgot my Giant Ape-ril badge. Roy may throw me out of the Giant Ape-ril fandom. But yes, this is Giant Ape-ril. This is a event that was organised by Roy from Roy Reads Anything, and it's co-hosted by me and Annie from Obscure Book Adventures. You know, the Sublime Roy, the Fantastic Annie. Subscribe to their channels if you're not. And this is my video. I'm just going to tell you a roundup of what's happening and a few of the things that I will be doing, and we will see where we go from there. And I would hope some of you will enjoy. Even if you haven't got time to read any of the books, you can always watch a film. Lots of King Kong films, and just participate. So this is Giant Ape-ril, and I have in front of me the list of stuff that we're doing. So it's basically King Kong, monsters in general, big monsters, and comics, movies, books, obviously, because we're book-based channels. And the prompts that Roy's got are very loosely based. I said if you look, it's obviously the original Komg novelisation by Edgar Wallace. Point of interest, that was the first novelisation of a talking movie. So, little fun fact for you there. And any Komg sequels and novelisations of the later films. And I said this is more of a loose theme, stuff that you might want to read right there. Then there's some Komg pastiches and other giant apes, obviously wreaking havoc. You could go make some Donkey Kong if you wanted to. Actually, yeah, Donkey Kong. Might watch the film. And then some non-fiction about the movie, people involved, such as Fay Wray, and some just wider reading around sort of monsters and such. Okay, and now we get to my personal plans. I'm obviously going to read the original novelisation, which I've never read, which is there, which a friend of mine sent me at Christmas, which I'm quite interested to read. There's quite a few versions of that. I'm also going to be doing some Judge Dredd. Judge Dredd, from the comic 2000 AD, met a giant ape in his time. So I'm going to be exploring some of the stories around apes for Judge Dredd in 2000 AD. I'm also going to be watching many films from the original film to Son of Kong. I've got some adjacent, sort of King Kong adjacent films, which are quite interesting as well, what I'm going to talk about. So I'll probably do a little bit of the film section. I'm going to be reading the sequel of After Kong Fell, which was almost a sequel short story done by Fay Wray. It's not easy to get hold of that story, so I'm actually going to do a reading of it. It's about, I think it's 11 pages on it, about 5,000 words. So I'm probably going to do it in 2 or 3 sections, and I'm going to read it if you can put up with my voice, for anybody who's interested to do that. And that is After Kong Fell by Fay Wray. Great writer. And this book, this short story, I think, if I remember rightly, won a Nebula Award, but I'll have to just double check the stuff. And yeah, so I hope you'll enjoy that. Hopefully the first part of that will be out sort of midweek. Depending how long it takes me to read it, might split it into sort of 2 or 3 parts. And the other next bit we're going to be doing is, I was going to show you this. I have this book. If you're of a certain age, you remember Arthur C. Clarke's Mysterious World. I actually have the book of it here. So I'm going to read this, and it's got a nice section on apes and things, like Bigfoot. That's an experienced one. But this was, there we are, famous Bigfoot pictures about giant apes and what have you. I also have copies of the TV program. And if you don't know, it was the TV programs in the late 70s, early 80s. And at that time, everybody was obsessed with sort of unexplained phenomena. There was a magazine called The Unexplained at the time. And I used to watch that. Used to get that. But after Clarke's Mysterious World, I said, very famous. And what you find, it's really quite funny. If you look through this book there, they talk about these unexplained phenomena, and they spend all this time explaining it to you. And then at the end he says, nah, that's rubbish, basically. But it's really quite interesting, all this stuff. So that's one of the things I'm going to do. I've got some other little bits on the back burner. There could be some music involved. There's a couple of other books that I'm looking at reading, which I don't want to tell you about just yet. what I am going to do is I've got a playlist on the go, which is a Giant April playlist, which is going to have all my videos, all Annie's and Roy's videos, and anybody else who tags me for Giant April stuff. I will put that in that playlist. So there's going to be a big Giant April playlist. So I hope you all enjoy this for this Giant April, and I will speak to you all very soon, and look forward to the first video. Will be in a couple of days probably, about some big apes. Speak to you all very soon.